make a suggestion. Go throw some cold water on your face, have a little bit of coffee, and come back out.
Well, no. Let's talk about Susan Lucci, though. Okay. But I will do that as well. But remember, we talked about...
I know.
She said, it's not being canceled, and then it gets canceled.
All right, Jill is at Long Beach getting ready for the big race. She'll be with us this morning. All right, let's go to Lauren right now. You ready?
I'm ready. I actually did take a drink of cold water, Steve. Thank you. I was running a little behind.
Okay,
but you know what? Jillian did know a little bit, I have to say, because she's like, okay, slow into the turns, fast out of them.
Yeah, but like, you have to know how her mind works, and suddenly she'll think, fast into the turns, slow out of them. She'll get it backwards.
You're right, I know. Well, gosh, it's so dangerous. That looks dangerous. Are you a little nervous for her or worried about her?
Truthfully, yeah.
Yeah, when you see the fire things and the things to automatically...
Sentenced to 3 days in jail and 2 years probation. He served his jail time, but he pleaded with the judge to drop the probation because he couldn't be on idle if he was on probation. So the judge ended his probation, and now Jacob is one of the final 7. Last night, it was Paul who actually got the boot, making him the first guy to be eliminated as a finalist. Here's how it all went down.
Since the top
of that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of sad. Television is changing whether you like it or not. Yesterday, ABC canceled 2 of its 3 soap operas, All My Children and One Life to Live. The only one it kept was General Hospital. Now, you guys all know daytime soaps have been dropping left and right. There are now only 4 of them left on all of the networks.
Look, the thing is...
will air this September. One Life to Live won't live past January. The soaps, as we were talking, they're going to be replaced by 2 talk shows. One is about food. It's called The Chew. The other is a health and lifestyle show. I find it interesting what they're replacing them with. Steve, don't you? I thought maybe...
Well, The Chew is Mario Batali is going to be hosting that show. So
But what about a reality in the day, like a reality show during the day? Like, no one's tried that yet.
It's all coming. It'll be there.
Don't you think so?
It'll all be there. You know what I feel bad about?
Susan Lucci.
No, she'll do fine. She'll do fine. But there will be hundreds of people out of work because what happened was... Yes.
Well, it's kind of like going into a bar, and it's like saying, okay, I went to a bar and I met this guy, and then he attacked me. So it's the bar's fault. It's not the bar's fault.
I think one of the...
But he did search her out, right?
One of the reasons that you have online dating is because you don't want to have a situation where you go into a bar and meet a guy. She did check him out. This is what happened.
Oh,
That's what you're saying. It's caveat emptor. Buyer beware. If you're going to go in it, you have these risks going. But if you're going to a higher-priced dating service, you have different expectations.
Match.com isn't higher price.
That's the point.
I see what you're saying, yes. Like the millionaire.com, Millionaire Match, where the guys are millionaires and the girls can go online, or they can find,
Isn't that how you got married?
How'd you know? I did very well on that website.
They just got 1,000 more customers.
I was kidding, by the way.
Coming up is, you mentioned
Your girlfriend is going to be here.
I like to say lover.
A lover.
Your lover.
And you know what? Even you have someone coming in.
GDLA is sponsored by your Honda.
Look, you're actually.
He's nervous.
He's like this with his arms crossed. He's really nervous.
He's nervous, Daddy.
He's like, that's not funny.
I know her too well.
I know, and it's actually very dangerous. What if the problem is if someone wrecks in front, you know, and you're driving, how you learn how to avoid those wrecks.
The worst part is, though, she hasn't been able to practice half as much.
A lot of you know the story. One time she picked me up to go to work.
Oh, you guys had
I got in her car.
In this country.
Right. Thank you.
And he takes the gavel.
Whoops.
His gavel privilege.
Right, yeah, how's that working for him? The Charlie Sheen Crazy Tour continues. He took his stage show to Toronto in Canada, but was warned he'd better not light up a cigarette. You know, Charlie's a non-stop smoker. I don't know if you guys have seen him, but they have tough anti-smoking laws up there. Was told if he lit up, they'd shut down the show and he'd face fines up to $100,000. So Charlie couldn't smoke, but there were still plenty of ashes. A woman in the audience brought the ashes of her dead husband and asked Charlie to raise a glass in honor, which he did. Charlie's also been telling people that he's been in talks with
this week. That's what his attorney is still saying.
I want to know who he's talking to.
Well, you would know.
I know. I'm just curious because I don't think after what
do your people say?
They're not coming back.
Okay.
Now, by the way, I love Charlie Sheen on the show. I think he's great, and I think his antics off are his antics off. But I think on the show he's incredible.
Thank you.
I'd love to see him back on the show.
The show makes a lot of money.
The show makes a lot of money, and I think he's great on the show.
You're having a Lauren moment now.
I know.
This is a Lauren moment.
I know. Lauren,
come back
I understand. It's those repeats, and it's like
It's not that.
in syndication.
This is when you give Lauren a shovel.
And I just dig myself. I just dig.
And she's looking for the outline. You get me a line to get
funny.
out.
You know, my husband always says that. He goes, just let people talk. They'll eventually dig themselves a hole.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think he's actually trying to tell me, stop talking, you dig yourself a
Usually
hole.
she used to say, but I stopped her from saying, at the end of it, she'll say, and that's how I feel. I don't know.
I've gotten better, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
He's taught me a lot.
Yeah.
So which do you not say now? The I don't know, or
I don't
that's
know.
how I feel?
I don't. Whatever. I don't know. I agree. You know, all those things. Go ahead now. Oh,
That's that side. That's like
That's
this
you.
is this like okay, Lauren, just
This
read.
means you.
okay.
Yeah.
With
move it along.
only 2 girls left on American Idol, it didn't look good last night when Haley wound up in the bottom 3 with Stefano and Paula. But as it turned out, Haley
Paul.
was safe. Stefano was
Yes,
safe.
Paul.
Did I say Paula?
Again. Yeah.
Again.
It's not Paula Abdul. She
Paul
was kicked off a long
McDonald.
time ago. Stefano was safe, and Paul was sent home. Jane Yamamoto was at the show and takes us backstage.
Stage tonight, no tears.
All around the
By the way,
world.
if you know Maria, she always drops the F-bomb.
Last person on
Always,
earth.
right?
Last person on earth.
Always drops bad words. Maria, naughty girl.
Just for the record. Go ahead.
Just for the record, she really didn't say anything naughty.
You know, if you're watching this show and you think she did, I'm surprised you're watching this show, right?
Right, exactly.
Okay, all right.
Come on.
Coming up,
And Lauren, too.
It was like a party back
know,
there.
it
I
is
couldn't
like a
believe it.
party.
I think it's your doing. Good to see you.
It's always so nice to see you. Good to see you again.
Drew, have a seat. Thank you.
Have a seat right there. Let's talk.
We need a lot of work here.
Yeah,
Well-
because
he
every
knows.
time he comes, I always try and slip in a personal question. I'm sure everyone does that with you, right? I mean, and how
No,
obvious
Steve,
is
Lisa's
it?
the only one.
I'm the
Never
only-
happens.
No.
Never happens.
That's because they need the knowledge and they don't want to pay.
Yeah, exactly. Cheap that way.
You know what? One of the things that this HLA.
A little, she's about to race, I think, at 10, so can you tell it's a little...
No.
No?
It was still a little big.
I love it. I love it. Okay.
You know, it's not that I look at you because I love you. Sometimes I'm looking because it's your story.
Well, why don't you... But I know, and sometimes I just stop
just
and I look
stop
at
and
you.
look at me. Okay.
And that is because
That's
you
good.
love
I
him.
See?
Yeah.
Okay, all season long, we've been seeing the sweet smiling faces of the kids on American Idol on TV, so it's a little bit shocking to see one of them in a police mugshot. Here's the mugshot of...
It was all good, man. It was all
And
good.
that was the first time you watched that.
I know that was the first
I
time
loved
watched it.
watching your reaction. You're very zen about it,
Well, yeah,
right?
It was good times no matter what.
Why don't you sit
Have a
here for a
seat.
while? All right, we'll talk a little bit.
But really, I mean, how you could see, there was really no change of expression, but you could kind of see your body went, oh.
Yeah. It's one of those things that you kind of plan for everything, but you know, you never.
The specialness of the day, not that it hasn't been special all
Mark,
day
can I have
long,
my
but
five
this is
back?
so
Can I have my
cute.
five back again? I want my five
Okay,
back. Thank
You're
you.
mini.
Steve is
You're
made
mini.
best friends with my daughter, who
And
is very...
Steve's co-anchor in
This is Ella, look
15
at that
years.
camera right there. See? Hi. Oh. We're going to do a fashion show. Kim is
here
showing
with
us all
all
the
the
Easter.
kids
So that's
back.
why I'll bring Ella back. Come on, look at her. She's like, don't leave me.
Come on over, Ella. Oh my gosh, I love it. Come on over, Ella.
I'll take her.
We've got the best Easter fashions, and Ella is going to come up in just a minute. Let me tell you, all of these are from thepinkprincess.com or the Children's Place. So let's start out with Mylin. This is little Mylin. Is she not adorable? Look, just a little turn. One little spin, and then here we go. And one spin.
There we go.
Yay!
There we go. See?
Perfect. And there's proud mommy.
Blow a kiss to Daddy right there in the camera. Blow a kiss to Daddy. Can you blow a kiss?
Oh, you know what? She's being a little shy, and we love that. And you know what? There you are with your singing, Serafina. Here you go, baby doll. Look it. I love it. And last but not least, our grand finale in Oscar de la Renta. This is Miss Ella in the red flowers with the white. Is that not
Can you do a
stunning?
turn, Ella? Can you do a turn?
Or you can just fall down on the ground like Zen did. Either way, no matter what you want to do, it's all good.
Turn this way. Okay.
You guys, let's all jump up and just do our crazy dances. Come on, let's all crazy dance. Oh, this is going over like a leg balloon.
No, wait. We have Michael here. Michael, can I get a camera here? Florence.
Are you sure about this?
Michael, do your phony announce thing over this, okay?
What do you want me to say?
Just tell me.
Guys, everybody wave.
I don't know what's next. Stay tuned. We'll be back.
When it comes to pet accessories,
You're a hero.
Oh, I
was so happy today because I had 4 of the most gorgeous men, my white-haired, gray-haired, gorgeous guys, Dr. Drew, Steve, and my husband, Tony. And there was one, oh, who's the other one? There was
Who's the
one
fourth?
more.
Who's the
Paul was
fourth?
very young, so he wasn't
Paul,
great.
oh my gosh,
How
what
great
a
is he?
talent. He is a big bowl at talent, that kid. He was one of my favorites.
All right,
Love
now,
him.
hello.
Come on, Steve.
Come on, Steve.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, it's serious. Bring the mood down.
Can you be professional?
No.
No.
A chick walks by and you wish you can sex her, but you're standing on the wall like you was Poindexter. Next
Lauren.
high class luncheon, food is served and you're stone cold merchant. Music comes on, people start to dance, but then you ate so much you nearly split your pants. A girl starts walking, guys start talking, sits there next to you and starts.
And we're done.
Trisha Takasugi's at the convention center, improving.
Those are great shoes.
And we love the dress,
And the
too. We're both
dress.
dying over the dress. I know.
Hi, stranger.
Good, how are you? I haven't seen you in so long.
I know, it's been a long time.
Every time you come in, we always want to rip off everything
Okay,
we
just
have.
tell
Like
us
the
the dress. Just tell us
Saucy?
the dress.
Go.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I can't remember. It's old.
Oh,
It's not old, but look